Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 74 of Unboxing Wednesdays for books arriving in stores on Wednesday, March 28th, 2012. We got a lot to get to today, so I'm going to ask Rob to just go ahead and quickly open up some boxes. First up today we have, from Cryptozoic, the Big Bang Theory trading cards from seasons 1 and 2, and you have the chance to get a randomly inserted autograph or wardrobe card. From Nintendo, we've got Brick Breakin' Candies. A little bit of a disappointment. They're not bricks, they're just a bunch of Mario heads.
It's Mario's head that breaks the bricks.
I guess so. That's true, Rob. It is Mario's head that breaks the bricks. I guess they're still cool. This shirt is fitting, being that we've declared our support for the X-Men. Yes, we are the X-Men's official comic store. So if you're an X-Men fan, you really should be shopping here. If you're an Avengers fan, we'll still take your money. But we might make fun of you, like, after you leave. Here's a cool Star Wars shirt featuring all of the titles of the original trilogy. And for the Ghostbusters fans out there, we have this Stay Puft Marshmallow shirt. These are really cool, and there's been a lot of hype around this in our store. It is the DC Chess Collection, the first piece, the White King Batman. This is a set of a whole bunch of lead chess figures that will form the Batman chess collection. And there is a board that will be available for the pieces as well. They look really cool. They're coming out little by little, $16 each, not too bad. And we can't wait to see the other pieces of the set. Let's take a look at some trade paperbacks, hardcovers, and graphic novels coming out this week. First up, we have the Captain America Death of the Red Skull book. This contains some classic Captain America stories from the 80s. Wolverine and Nick Fury Scorpio collects a few Wolverine and Nick Fury miniseries from the late 80s, early 90s. Previously released in hardcover, now available in softcover, we have Deadpool, Operation Annihilation. Now in softcover, Annihilator's EARTHFALL. DMZ, Free States Rising. This is volume 11, I believe the second to last volume in the DMZ series. New in hardcover, we have Deadpool, volume 10, Evil Deadpool. The newest Secret Avenger book covers Warren Ellis's run on the popular series. Dracula Fear Itself in hardcover collects Fear Itself Dracula issues 1 to 3 and some of the Dracula one-shots. New from Image Comics today is this art book, which is CoverGirl's illustrations by Gilliam March. Gilliam March is the current artist on Catwoman for DC Comics. Let me see if I can show you some of the work inside. I really can't show you any of this. Nope. Can't show you any of it. Would be illegal. There are some really good illustrations in here. Not all of them are of the nude variety, but a good portion of them are. Definitely check it out if you're a fan of pinup art or just good art in general.
Can I see that one?
I guess. Just don't wander off with it or anything weird like that. Okay, let's take a look at the smaller press books coming in this week. First up is this fourth printing of Fatale by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Angel and Faith, Season 9, Issue 8. Here's a second printing of Invincible, Issue 89. And a second printing of Star Wars, Dawn of the Jedi Force Storm, Issue 1. From IDW, we have Transformers, Robots in Disguise, Issue 3. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Issue 8. This is the regular cover. This is the second regular cover. And here's the variant cover. The Unwritten, Issue 35.5. Magic the Gathering, Issue 3 comes with a special Feast of Blood sorcery card. Here's Morning Glories, Issue 18. The Walking Dead, A Larger World, Part 3. This is issue 95. Atomic Robo, Real Science Adventures, issue 1. This is an anthology book featuring several different Atomic Robo stories by different creative teams. G.I. Joe Infestation number 2, with art by Valentine Delandro, who's been to Stadium Comics a few times before. G.I. Joe Retaliation, issue 3. Cobra, issue 11. IDW is jumping on the Wizard of Oz bandwagon as well. We have Dorothy of Oz, issue 1. American Vampire, issue 25. Spaceman, issue 5 of 9. BPRD, Hell on Earth, The Pickens County Horror, issue 1 of 2. And new from Vertigo today, first issue of an 8-issue miniseries, The New Deadwardians. Alright, the new 52 number ones continue to be big sellers, and we've got a bunch of reprints in this week just to prove it. Here we have Action Comics issue 1. This is a 5th printing. Here is a 3rd printing of The Dark Knight issue 1. A 6th printing of Detective Comics number 1. This new border thing is kind of interesting. Here's a 4th printing of Batman number 1. Then we have a 3rd printing of Batman number 4. And a 2nd printing of Batman The Dark Knight issue 6, which of course has the tribute to that classic Bane cover from the 90s. Here's Justice League Dark issue 7, which crosses over with I, Vampire. This is Rise of the Vampires Part 1. And here's I, Vampire issue 7, which is Part 2 of Rise of the Vampires. Here's Blackhawks issue 7, Voodoo number 7, All-Star Western, Legion Secret Origin issue 6, Firestorm number 7, The Savage Hawkman, Green Lantern New Guardians, this is the regular cover. Here is the 1 in 25 variant. Teen Titans number 7, here's the Teen Titans variant. Aquaman continues to impress, and here is issue 7 of that book. And it comes with a 1 in 25 Ivan Rice sketch variant as well. Here's Superman issue 7, Superman variant. Here's The Flash number 7, more crazy artwork by Francis Manapul. Here we have the Flash variant. And finally we have Batman The Dark Knight issue 7. And here is the Dark Knight variant. Moving on to Marvel. First up we have this free Ultimate Spider-Man comic, which is not the Ultimate Spider-Man that we've come to know in comic form, but this is the Ultimate Spider-Man we're going to see in cartoon form on Disney's XD network in the United States, and probably Teletoon here in Canada at some point. It is a full comic. So that's pretty cool. Usually it's just a few preview pages. So look for this at your local retailer this week. Deadpool Max 2 issue 6. Here's the last issue of Dark Wolverine. It's number 23. And Wolverine looks very sad on the cover. Moon Knight number 11. Cap and Bucky issue 628. Ghost Rider number 9. X-Men Legacy issue 264. The Mighty Thor number 12. Daredevil number 10. This is a friggin' awesome cover by Paulo Rivera. He was selling prints of this at a con that we recently went to. I regret now not picking one up. Here's Uncanny X-Force issue 23. The Ultimates issue 8. Here's FF issue 16. This is a big one if you are A, a fan of Doom, and B, a fan of the current Marvel Universe. What does that mean? Avenging Spider-Man issue 5. Secret Avengers issue 24. New Avengers number 23. We got all the Avengers books coming out today. Avengers 24.1. And the big one today, Avengers vs. X-Men issue 0. This is the regular cover. Here is the 1 in 25 variant. And this is the 1 in 50 variant. It's not often that you see 1 in 25 variants and 1 in 50 variants for an issue number 0. We do have our X-Men vs. Avengers launch party, which is coming up on Tuesday, April 3rd. Starts at 6 p.m. The book goes on sale at 8 p.m. And we're going to have artists on hand to sketch on blank covers for customers. We'll have a bunch of the Avengers vs. X-Men blanks, exclusive variants, and pins and posters to give away as well. Now, we've decided here at Stadium Comics to support the X-Men. Some of you may have seen our press conference already, where we declared our support. If you haven't, make sure you please check that out. We normally film Unboxing Wednesdays on Tuesday nights after the store closes, and we're having our launch party next Tuesday night. So if anybody comes to our launch party and wants to stick around after the store closes for Unboxing Wednesdays, we'd love to have some people here for a live audience. We might even hold a contest to see who can crack open the boxes on next week's episode. We also have limited spots available if you would like to get your X-Men vs. Avengers number 1 blank cover sketched by one of the artists that are going to be on hand, and then send it off to CGC to be graded as a signature series book. So please contact us for more information on that, or go to our website. We've posted all the details there. A couple months ago, we saw the release of Danger Girl issue 1, and one of the promotions that was offered to retailers such as ourselves, if we ordered a certain amount of the comics, we would get an original hand-drawn sketch on a blank cover of Danger Girl 1 from J. Scott Campbell himself. It was an all-original sketch and not a print. So we ended up getting 2 of these books. I'll show them to you now. Here is the first one. It's got a totally unique hand-drawn J. Scott sketch. And the second one. It's not often these days that you get to own a piece of J. Scott Campbell artwork. It's very hard to come by and very expensive if you meet the man at a convention. Alright, we're getting close to April, so you know what that means. It's time for a new edition of Previews Magazine. This is the magazine that we order all of our products out of and that your local comic shop probably does as well. On one side, we're promoting the Dark Horse story, The Massive from Brian Wood, and the other side is a simple promotion for DC's upcoming Watchmen Begins event, which starts in June. Everything in this book ships around June or later, and we'll be reviewing some of these books in our upcoming episodes of Previews Reviews, which you should see starting next week. Last week, we had a really cool contest. We're giving away a sketch at our upcoming Avengers vs. X-Men launch party event, which goes down Tuesday, April 3rd. Check our website for all the details on that. If you are in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, as it were, please make sure you head by our store sometime after 6 p.m. on Tuesday to take part in all the fun. So we asked you guys to give us your best idea for a single character sketch, which I saw in the comments a lot of people that were talking about multiple characters, and it's clear that a lot of you don't watch the video and you just read the description to see what the contest is and just make a comment. So all of those entries that had more than one person are automatically disqualified. Title Frat, though, did make a suggestion. He didn't win, so sorry to get your hopes up, Title Frat. He said, if I can't get a cover of Ricky and Rob getting killed, then my dream cover will be of Kevin getting teabagged by Deadpool. No offense, Kevin. I do take offense to that. It's not very nice. I drink coffee. I don't drink tea. Oh, that's not what teabagging means?
No.
No? Oh, okay. I knew that. I knew what teabagging meant. The winner this week is Ntron475, and he had a really cool idea that I liked. Some other people went with a kind of similar theme, but his cover would have Wolverine standing bloody and battle damaged but victorious, smoking a cigar with Cap's shield and Iron Man's helmet on the ground with claw marks. That would be epic. That would look really cool. So we're going to see what we can do about getting that sketch or something reasonably close to it done for you, Ntron475. And if you can send us your address details, we'll get that sent out to you sometime soon after our event. For this week's contest, we will give away one issue of Avengers vs. X-Men issue 0. It's a really good issue. You all ought to read it. And what we want you to tell us this week is, what is your all-time favorite versus battle? Is it the Avengers vs. X-Men? Probably not, because you haven't had a chance to read it yet. Is it Rocky vs. Apollo Creed? Rocky vs. Drago? Mr. Miyagi vs. Sensei Kreese? Daniel-san vs. Johnny, the sweep-the-leg guy? He-Man vs. Skeletor? Sergeant Slaughter vs. Serpentor? Sergeant Slaughter vs. Globulus? Alien vs. Predator? Cowboys vs. Aliens? The Montreal Canadiens versus the Toronto Maple Leafs? Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees? Ricky versus Big Bang Theory? Ricky versus George Perez? Ricky versus Beast Shoujo statues? Ricky versus Umberto Ramos? Ricky versus A Hard Day's Work? Let us know what your favorite rivalry is and why. The best answer from the week will win this copy of Avengers vs. X-Men issue 1. Alright everybody, that is it for this week. Thank you once again for watching. Don't forget that you can see Ricky and his gang from Flavorful Reviews doing their reviews on our channel each and every week. What are you reviewing this week, Ricky?
We're reviewing X-Men vs. Avengers 0.
Yes.
The new Deadwardians.
Okay.
And a third one that is slipping my mind right now.
Alright, that one's probably the best one.
ROBO? Oh, Atomic Robo.
Alright, sounds like 3 good books. We'll keep an eye out for that later this week. You can also watch Ricky and myself on Previews Reviews, which also airs on our channel. Our next video takes a look at comics coming out in June 2012. Don't forget to check out all the details of our launch party coming up on Tuesday, April 3rd. And as always, you can connect with us on any of the websites you see listed here on the screen. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your comics. We'll see you all next time for episode 75 of Unboxing Wednesdays.